Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. How about corner Kobe Bryant coming in to make the sack?
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Chiefs 9.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Eckler now between the tackles. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Herbert. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
To throw again on second down. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert back to the air. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 34. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's get it. Let's go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
43, 16. Hey, 43, 16.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
They go with Chubb on second down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Running for it. Here's Chubb. A nice little juke. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now this is intercepted. intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, throw right side, taken in by Pettis. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. There are 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead. But
there he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a quick possession game.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kobe Bryant picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And again, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hero 15. Yellow. Easy. Come on, baby.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out right at the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Second down, here's Chubb again, and he is going to lose yardage here. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And
touchdown! Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Let's go.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides